What happens when someone sues a 5-year-old in court? So, I was 5 when this whole thing went down. My cousin Ava was 8 and way smarter than me. Mom helped us make the lemonade in our big plastic pitcher. For cold lemonade, $1. Help us buy a puppy. That's which made everything stick to our fingers for like 3 days. We set up our card table at the end of our cul-de-sac right. Our neighbor, Mrs. Kim, bought the first cup and gave us an extra $1. Because she said we were entrepreneurial spirits. I had no idea what that meant, but it sounded fancy. Business was actually pretty good, just to chat with my mom. Mr. Taylor from 3 houses down came by every day after work and always paid, with exact change from this little coin purse. But here's where it gets weird. Mr. Calverson, retired lawyer, super neat yard. Our customers started parking near his house because our street was always full. A couple kids threw their empty cups in his recycling bin, which apparently was like committing a federal crime or something. I'm eating cereal and watching cartoons. When Mom starts, we were getting evicted or something. The papers had my name on them, my name. I could barely write my name. And this guy was putting it on legal documents. It said our reckless to his property and emotional distress. He wanted $6,000. That's like 6,000 Pokemon cards. I started crying because I thought we'd have to sell our house. Uncle Rob, and he was like, oh no, this guy is actually trying to take a 5-year-old to court. The court date was set for 3 weeks later. I imagined myself in one of those tiny wooden boxes, banging a tiny gavel while wearing a tiny judge wig. And honestly, so, when she suggested we open a lemonade stand to save up for a puppy, the one with the crack down the side that leaked if you filled it too high, with little drawings of dogs around the edges, where people could see us from the main road. Kids from school would bike over and hang out on the curb with their cups. 2 blocks over lived this guy, the kind of guy who probably ironed his pajamas. Some people walked across his grass. The following Monday, screaming from the front door. These papers that were literally, the lawsuit was handwritten in this super neat cursive. Business practices caused damages. Mom thought it was a joke at first. While pacing around the kitchen, this is real. I had no idea what court was, except from watching Judge Judy with Grandma. I thought getting sued was like getting a really fancy birthday invitation. I was totally in. Ava made this awesome sign on poster board that said she even used glitter glue. Some parents would buy lemonade. She's holding tape to our door like that looked like a teacher's writing. She kept saying, "Rah, nobody sues a kindergartner, till." But then she called our family lawyer. Uncle Rob explained that Mr. Calverson had photo evidence. Photo evidence like I was some kind of criminal mastermind. He had pictures of people walking on his grass, Google Maps printouts showing our street layout, and even videos he took from his window of customers walking past his house. The day of court, I wore my best button-up shirt and these uncomfortable dress shoes that squeaked when I walked. The courthouse smelled like old books and floor cleaner. Mr. Halverson showed up with a briefcase and everything, wearing a suit that probably cost more than our car. I brought my coloring book and crayons because Uncle Rob said it might take a while. While the adults talked, I colored in my dinosaur book, trying to stay inside the lines like Mom always told me. Mr. Halverson stood up and started talking about unsanctioned beverage operations and increased pedestrian traffic patterns. He had charts about our lemonade stand. The judge kept looking at me coloring, my T-Rex, and then back at this grown man with his poster boards. Uncle Rob was way cooler though. He brought printouts from our neighborhood Facebook group where everyone was talking about how cute our stand was. Mrs. Kim had posted pictures of us with our sign. Even the mailman commented saying we brightened his day. Uncle Rob also had this petition with 52 signatures, calling the lawsuit completely ridiculous. The judge looked at all Mr. Halverson's evidence, then looked at me trying to color inside the lines of a triceratops and just shook his head. He dismissed the case right there. Just like that. Mr. Halverson's face got all red and he started stuttering about property rights. But here's the best part. Uncle Rob helped us file our own paperwork, not for money, but to make Mr. Halverson stop bothering neighborhood kids. It was like our own superhero moment. The whole thing ended with our lemonade stand getting moved to the school parking lot. The PTA loved us.